Hey, good morning. This is Kurt Mayer, ODTUG, on the board of directors. We're talking here live from Nashville, Tennessee, Music City. I'm sitting here with my guest, Mike Larimer, from the Oracle Corporation. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah, how are you finding Nashville?
I love Nashville. I live here.
Okay.
I'm from Brentwood, Tennessee, so we love it in Tennessee.
Okay.
It's an amazing place.
All right. So you're probably not staying at the hotels. You get to sleep in your own bed at night.
That's correct. I just drive in the morning.
Okay. Beautiful place though, right?
Yes, great hotel.
Yeah.
Great conference. Yep.
Yeah. So tell me what you do at Oracle.
I am part of the S-Base development team. I've worked with S-Base for over 32 years, starting with Arbor in 1992.
I was just doing the math. That's pre-Oracle days.
Yeah, so back then I was in pre-sales consulting. We had no customers when I started. So I did that until we IPO'd in 95.
Okay.
I switched to more of a product manager role for a few years.
You must be like employee number
20.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm actually employee number 1 now because the 19 before me have all either retired or left.
Okay.
I am the oldest S-Base employee at
most interesting
Oracle.
fact of the day. Okay.
Yeah. So and after the product management stuff, they allowed me to be kind of an innovator. So I've been on the development side, creating products. So some of the products that I've been involved with, SmartView, for example.
Yeah.
Tufik Wakim and Matt Malella and I created SmartView. And then we hand it off to a development group and you go on and do something new. And I'm excited about a new area of innovation that we've just started again. I've been able to work with Tufik again for the first time in a few years, and that's in the generative AI space with S-Base.
Yeah, it's been pretty much of a buzzword in the industry. So how is that working with S-Base?
Yeah, so we're coming up with some unique designs to leverage large language models using the S-Base metadata. So just started a couple of months ago, but it shows real promise, and so I'm excited about that.
Okay. What else is new in your world?
In the S-Base world, we've been working on federated partitions.
Oh, okay.
Federated partitions, just think of that as relational storage of S-Base data. So similar to block storage and aggregate storage, I kind of think of this as relational storage. So you'd be able to build an S-Base cube and have the data be stored in an autonomous database.
Oh wow, okay. That really reduces the footprint.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of benefits, disaster recovery. We can leverage all the goodness of autonomous database to take care of some of the things that currently you have to manually do in S-Base.
Okay, all right. What's some of the other exciting things you've seen here this week at Kscope?
Probably the favorite thing I like, at least from an S-Base perspective, is the S-Base family. I like to call it the S-Base family.
Okay.
S-Base isn't just Oracle employees; it's our partners. And God bless Arbor. They started a partner program around S-Base back in the '90s, built up a huge partner base. Products like Dodeca, Cubis. We knew we could be a big company to get the word out, so we partnered with all kinds of very smart people.
Yeah.
And so what I love about coming to Kscope is to see all the people that I've met over the years that are partners, that have made a living, made successful companies.
Yeah.
And then just the customers. I had a customer come up to me on Sunday after the symposium, and he said, "Were you at the first S-Base user conference in 1995? I said, "Yes, I was." It was on Nob Hill in San Francisco.
Oh.
And he said he still had the lanyard from that. I mean, that's the kind of love there is for S-Base.
We have a community.
People keep the shirts, they keep the lanyards, they've made 20 plus 30 year careers around S-Base.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a magical product to me.
Well, and it's certainly a part of my daily life, but I do look forward to meeting up with everyone. I look forward to seeing you when we get to K-Scope,
Yeah,
but
likewise.
I have all my customers and peers and and colleagues. Yeah, there's very definitely a community around S-Base. Yeah.
And then I went to a couple of sessions. State Street Bank had a session, just to continue to see the cool stuff that people are doing with S-Base 30 years later. You know, making their lives better, freeing up more time by using S-Base to do allocations in minutes instead of hours. Just ingenious things people can come up with to use S-Base to help solve their problem.
So how can people learn more about these new things that you guys are working on? You guys have a blog somewhere or their Oracle page?
Product management has. We're part of the database group at Oracle.
Okay.
So we S-Base has kind of moved around, and we've landed with the database group, an autonomous database. And our product manager does put out a blog on new features. And again, we're partnering with our partners. We're going to use our partners, and we're educating them slowly, especially on federated partitions. And so I think we're going to try and, again, increase our footprint through our partners about some of the new technologies. Now, the generative AI stuff is very, very new. So
I'm going to follow it. I mean, I've got two things on my
new
reading list now to follow you guys and see what you're doing with more on federated partitions. We first started talking, you and me, and Ashish and a few others when 19C came out. It's like I was really intrigued, and we dived deep into that. So this is not a totally new thing, but you continue to optimize it, make it faster, make it cooler. So I'm going to continue following that. But I'm really interested to see what you guys do with generative AI.
Yeah, the nice thing is we're going to partner with our EPM folks. So EPM uses S-Base as the engine for their products. And Tufik Wakim, who's in charge of the narrative reporting and SmartView teams. Yeah. We're partnering with those two teams. Okay. So if you follow their products as well as what we're doing, it's kind of one and the same. Okay. I don't think a lot of people know this, but S-Base is everywhere. It's in the underpinnings of EPM. It's in the ERP systems. Yeah. When Oracle purchased Hyperion, they really leveraged S-Base within their applications. Yeah. So S-Base is the reporting engine in the Fusion GL product. It's, like I said, in EPM, it's the engine for all the EPM products. Wow. And then there are standalone S-Base. You can buy S-Base just by itself as well. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to tell us with parting words? Interesting fact about yourself? Gosh, that's a hard question. I'm a music lover. Okay. So that's part of the reason that I've relocated to this area 7 years ago. My wife and I love it here. And actually, I have to give a shout out to my wife. Oh, please do. You know, it's not easy to, thank you, Beth. It's not easy joining a startup company like Arbor. Yeah. It takes commitment. Takes time, takes commitment, yeah. Yep. And thank goodness for our wives and partners, right? Yes. Yes. It's hard. It's hard what we do. It is hard what we do. You get on the plane. Yeah. And they, so yeah. So it's definitely been a blessing. S-Base has been a blessing to me and my family. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Yep. Thanks for stopping by.